Welcome. Welcome to Night Owl Tarot. I am the Rhythmic Panda. I read messages from Spirit through the cards. And what I do is not date or time specific. I may be doing a message right now that may not be for someone for the next 20 years. However, I am given it to record right now for whatever reason, so that's what I do. And I do this for free. And whatever message that is meant to come through to whomever is meant to receive it, I am here for it. I'm going to run through this real quick and see what Spirit has and see if I can get a feel for what it's going on and who it's for and all that. So, Spirit, give me any messages meant to be received for this viewer. Ooh, the World card. This is for the collective. I already know. This is for basically anyone who watches it. This is what I'm going to say, that this is a general reading from Spirit for the collective consciousness of the world. Because we are ascending into a higher state of consciousness as a collective, as a whole, as the world. And we are meant to raise in frequency, just like you see on this card here. Up, 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 and it unlocks the universe. And I'm excited by it because I have been going through somewhat of an awakening for a while now, for about 2 years now. And what I've learned is that the less you fight it, the easier it becomes. So, what else do we have, Spirit, for our world viewers out there? Three of Air and the Call and Temptation. Look at that. Okay. So I'm going to say that this card right here will go very, very closely with the World card. Here, let's do it like this. And Temptation. Look at that. You know what I would think? I think the world. I think, yeah. Okay, guys, it's time to wake up. I guess they're going to come through real clear on this one. Okay, y'all are going to have me start out like this. Which is also a 3 of Air. This is a 21, which is a 3. This is a 3. This is a 6. 6, 3, 3, 6. The 2s, the 1s. Okay, yeah. So, with the temptation, with biting into the apple, comes all of your gifts. Comes all of your fruition. You are being called. Actually, I believe someone's being called to wake up. I don't believe this is for the collective. This is a very specific reading. Okay, 1 second. I'm getting there. Give me 1 second. Someone out there, I believe, is being called to step up. And I don't know exactly what that means. The Sun. Someone's having an awakening, a spiritual awakening. This is so cool. I had something like this the other night. I am honestly, I'm going to say here that someone's being called to serve. And what I mean by that is they're going through maybe a spiritual awakening. Maybe it is even a pastor or a preacher that is already a world server. In that, I mean, they already are in service to the collective consciousness from the other side, from spirit. They're already... I've got 2 angel cards in this reading. Do you see this right now? This angel and this angel. Oh, Lord. Look. These 2 angels right here. They're both... Do you see this? In the same reading. Now, these are both very clear to me. You're being called to serve. What that can mean is something like what I'm doing right now. The Sun card lets me know that you're going through a spiritual awakening. You must nurture your inner child. Do not let temptation of falling behind as far as your spiritual work goes. We are here on this planet to enjoy the fruits of our labor. And then there's a very select few of us that are called to serve. And there's a lot more of them waking up right now. But what I will say is that once you embrace it, it becomes so much easier to live it. Because once you're living it, there's no question. It's what you need to do. I mean, you will have spirit come to you in your sleep. You will know very clearly it is not a dream. You will get messages. We all get it. Okay, we all, as you know, but some of us are meant to be here only to experience some things, and they're meant to be more on the planet than in the planet. And then some of us are meant to literally raise the consciousness of the entire collective. And with that comes a lot of energy, a lot of responsibility, and it also is the reason why I call this channel the Night Owl Tarot, because I spell that Knight for all of those awakening, those going through the awakening out there, all those other light workers, all of us other star seeds, all of us other shadow workers that are out there that are, you know, going through the awakening process and the ascension process right now. They know what I mean, and if you would like to know and you do not, you can, I'm sure, Google the awakening process or spiritual awakening, or, you know, hashtag it or whatever. You know, I'm not really good with social media, or until recently anything social. However, I do know this from the bottom of my heart, that there's a call, and it is a divine dispensation. Let's put it, that's what they said. They said it's a divine dispensation that you can't shake it. For me, oh, okay. They're saying I have to. 4 of Cups. Look at that. I don't usually read the cards upside down, but I like to see what they are first. For me, I've always seen spirit, and I have always heard spirit, and more importantly, I've always felt spirit. However, I spent a lot of my childhood distracted because of family matters, or, you know, other things going on, that I was able to dull it and dim it out, and you know, always want to be, you want to walk that line on this planet, where in human society you're no different, because if you show any bit of difference, the world will turn on you, it feels like. And a lot of us Starseeds have this very issue, because we all came here with the same similar stories, and we all came with our own similar, you know, our own special puzzle pieces to add to the game, and to this huge game. And there's a divine dispensation that you will feel in your heart your entire life. You will try to drink it away. You can try to crank it away. You can try to dope it away. You can try to sleep it away. It doesn't matter. If you're meant to be a world server, and you are. And I say that because the Sun card is coming out the calling, the world calling, the three of air. That is an angel with the peace dove on its back. This is what we're going through. This is why you're here. You will be so supported. The universe will support you once you trust the universe. Once you trust those signs and symbols. Once you trust that you're on this specific site at this specific time and listening to this specific channel at this particular moment is synchronicity. It is not a coincidence. You planned it. And there's your Three of Cups. There's your Five of Cups. I mean, once you do this, your cup will runneth over. Do you see, my dear? You need to... Look, I could say this. You got another 3 card right here. Another 3. All the cups are coming out. I believe you may be doing what I do. Yeah, let's get a moon card going for you. The way it started for me was I had massive migraines and was looking for ways to get rid of the migraines until I learned about Reiki and energy and how energy can be stored in your chakras. And from there, it went meditation because it's the best way to do it. And now I meditate more than anyone I know. Or, I mean, anyone I know at all that even meditates. I don't even really know anyone who honestly really meditates. I mean, I do. That's why, like, if you listen to a couple other videos of mine, I've mentioned many times I didn't let the internet cloud my judgment during the beginning of my awakening because I did not want any preconceived notions. I started from scratch. I completely signed off all of social media. I quit watching the news. I quit watching local and for a while it was hard because I was like the only one in the room that didn't know what was going on when I used to be the one that knew. But they got enough of my energy. I had to literally disengage to get my energy back. And I had to learn how to meditate, and I was tapping in psychically to the collective consciousness, and I was taking on all of that chi, all of that energy, all of that force. And when you're any of the psychics, okay, I'm going to say any of the claircognizant, clairsentient, clairaudient, any of the clairs, quote unquote, empathic, anything you want to call it, telepathy, telekinetic, any of these things, even if you can, calm your mind enough to tap into that in the heart, it's magnificent in how it changes your perspective. And a human's perspective is pretty much all they have when it comes to reality. So, well, this one anyway, on Earth, for a human. Alright, what do they need to know? My home is a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, and protection. Always remember this. Now, I see the sun right here again. That's my sign for an awakening as well, but also the ritual. Someone's going through an awakening, and I think it may be a lot of people right now. I know it is. See this card? I want you to be able to see it really well. We're going through as a collective. We're going through this. The world needs servers right now. If you feel called, don't shy away from it. It will be the best thing you've ever done for yourself, but more importantly, everyone else around you they'll be able to naturally tell a difference. And before long, they will be coming to you asking you what it is you are doing that makes you so happy. And that's all this is just love. That spirit is love. That's all it is. It is love. And once you understand that no one asks you for money, true spirit doesn't ask you for money. They do not ask you to change your beliefs. They do not ask you for anything. True spirit just gives you love. Period. Nothing else. Just love. So, create a sacred space full of beauty, inspiration, and protection that is just for you. And crystals are an excellent way. You can teach yourself how to meditate, which is just, honestly, is just breathing and quieting the mind, sitting in a quiet space for 5 minutes a day. And who wouldn't love to do that anyway? If you treat yourself and you make it a priority to just, while you're taking your bath, just for 5 minutes, sit there still as you can and breathe in and breathe out and breathe in and breathe out. It does a world of good for your overall health, vitality. It clears your energy. Salt baths, Epsom salt is what a lot of people like to use. Personally, I'm more sea salt kind of gal. It's a kosher salt. It's kosher coarse sea salt and hot water, and sometimes a little bit of vanilla oil or lavender oil. Light a candle, stick a amethyst crystal in there with it, infuse the water a little bit, and voila, you have a clearing, cleansing bath, and it can clear years of gunk off your energy field. It could clear away so much, and you can fall asleep and wake up the next morning and be like, it was like I just peeled off like 10 layers of anger and animosity, and it makes you feel like you can breathe. And honestly, once you do this, once you clear out the old, make room for the new, but make room that is loving and caring, and kiss the old goodbye with loving intention that it is going, but it is for the best in the highest possible timeline. And spirit and the creator and source and whatever you want to call your higher self, it will always come through and make things twice as good as it was before you embraced your spirit. And that's where I'll leave it. I am the Rhythmic Panda. Thank you for joining me on my Night Owls Tarot, and I'll see you next time.